Hey guys, welcome back. In this video I'm going to teach you how you can create a movies website using React.js and also Tailwind CSS. So here is a project that we will be building during the video. So very simple but very helpful project for you guys. So let's look at that. This is a navbar, a logo. This is a simple navbar. On the right side you have a search bar, and this is a slider. It is changed automatically. The content is coming from the API, and also everything is coming from the API inside this one project, right? So the feature is you can search the movies. I'm going to use transporter, and I'm getting the transporter. When you will click on that, you are getting complete movies detail inside the model, right? So I'm going to close that, and yeah, it is slider, and this is the trending this week movies. Also this is the curation. You can move on the right and left side, and also you can select any movies to get the details on there, right? So let's move down, and these are popular movies. The same logic have used inside there is the left and right side moving the movies, and this is a movies which represent the categories wise: action, adventure, animations, and whatever the category is, right? So you can also click any movies to get the details. And the last one is top rated movies, and have a carousel as well on there. And yeah, this is the last one is a photo. By the way, I have used simple API to get the data from the API and display it inside our website. I do not use any library to add the carousel like this one, or in the top have a slider. I just use simple Tailwind CSS and React just to build the complete fully responsive website, guys. Also, let's look at that in the small screen size, as you can see. Right, okay, I'm going to click to top rated movies. I'm getting in the bottom, right? So it is very cool and very helpful project for you guys. So I will teach you everything from scratch. So without further ado, let's get started to install the React and also Tailwind CSS inside our VS Code editor. So guys, I have successfully installed Tailwind CSS, React.js, and also the side icon inside our project. So let's set up our project, and yeah, so I'm going to create a folder. First one is component, and next project folder I'm going to create its context. I will use the context API, and the next folder I will create it is services, right? So on each folder I will create a different type of files. Yeah, so let's move on the index.css file, and I will use the simple thing on this HTML scroll behavior smooth like this. So I'm going to close all of the tab, leaving this one. Okay guys, first of all I will design all of the application without using any logic. Once I will design the complete website, then I will teach you how you can get the API, how you can use the API inside your project to get the images, content, and many other things. So I need to design the application. So let's get started to design the complete application. And yeah, so let's do that. So guys, I have designed the complete application using React and also Tailwind CSS, but I need to add the logic to display the menus, slider, movies and many other things. So I need to move on the code editor and we need to open the services folder. Inside that I need to create a file api.js. So inside there I need to get the API from tmdb API. Just use the keyword inside the search engine, open the first one link and select. Give me a second, I just checked the where is the APIs and let me find out the API key. Okay, I need to select this one link to get the API. So here's my API key. I need to get that, create a variable const API key, paste on there. The next thing, you need to create a variable base underscore URL, and in there you need to get the URL like this, copy and just paste on. After the selection you need to use 3, means this is the third version. So let's create a function that will help us to get the trending movies. So I'm going to use export const fetch trending movies async, and there I need to use try catch console.error and error fetching training movies. Okay, and also I need to use return nothing. So in the try block you need to create a variable response, use await fetch function. Inside the fetch function you need to use later template, select the base URL. Right after that you need to use slash trending slash movie slash movie question mark API underscore key is getting from API key, which is coming from the top. And after that you need to use and language equal to en slash us. Right, so this is a simple variable that will give you the trending movies from the movies ID, the movies website from there. Right, so I need to create a variable const data and convert it into JSON format by using await keyword, use response, this one variable, and use JSON. Right, the last final thing you need to use return data.results. Right, that's it. This is your first one function, and we're gonna create a many functions. The second function I need to change the name, fetch popular movies, and leave everything default, but inside there remove this one, movie slash popular, and popular API key language equal to en. After I need to assign the default page as 1. That's it. This is your second function. Let me check it, slash movie popular API key. Yeah, perfect. So I'm gonna copy the same function, paste on there. The next function I will create it, fetch top rated movies. So in there I need to use top rated, and there is top underscore rated. API key is default, and yeah, everything is perfect on it. Right, cool. Okay, let me use this one, add a message on there for displaying the error when you will face the problem. Okay, yeah, great. The last, not last, but this function is a little bit of different because I will display the movies when user will click on the button, means our tab based movies. So I'm going to use fetch movies by genre, and I'm going to pass the parameter is genre ID, right? So this is a movie. I just use discover / movie and / API key. Let me check it. Discover movie mark API key, language English USA, and page 1. And let me EN US. Then I'm going to use hand with generous. The ID is coming from gen ID, which is passing on the okay, and page is 1. That's perfect. Discover movie API key. Let me check language EN US and with generous. Yeah, it's perfect. So let me copy that function and I'm going to create another function. So this will give you the default generic movies. So fetch genres and just use the same thing on there, but I need to remove this one. API key, okay, just remove this, right, and just change it genre movie / list / not / list / question mark API key. And yeah, so these URLs you can find out on there by getting different type of guys, what documentation. You can get a different type of, give me a second, I'm going to show you guys popular trending movies. So let me, give me a second, I'm going to show you guys API link and with overview details. Not there, something inside. Okay, popular movies, where is URLs? So let me find out the URLs, guys, for you. Okay, give me. Where's support? List waiting watch list API. Where is the movies? TMDB. Just use this and okay, so I'm gonna show you on there, guys, for different type of number of shows. Okay, API references, go to this one page and select your framework. I'm going to select the Node.js. And if you want to get the popular movies, so like there, as you can see, popular list, you can click on it, then you will get the response API version 3%, and these are URLs, guys.
So I have found these URLs from there, and I will show you how you can use them inside your project. So yeah, okay, so let me create a function that will give us the movies details. So I'm going to copy that, paste on there, and just change the function name is fetch movie details, right? And same thing I'm going to do on there is movie ID. I need to pass it. On behalf of ID, I will get the movies, right? So yeah, I need to change the URL. So this will be movie. After the movie, I will use movie ID. Right after the movie ID, I need to use my API key, and yeah, default is same, right? But in there, I need to use default is getting a result. Okay, and also I need to change few things inside. There is data.generis and fetch movie by this is perfect, right? So yeah, it's perfect, guys. After the fetch movies, get movie details, and the next thing I need to create a function. So just change the name is search movies. Passing the parameter is query, and that will be search. And then movies slash API key equal to language US, then you use and query equal to query and page equal to 1 and include underscore adult and adult equal to false. So I just use results. Okay. The last and final thing is function that will give you the image. Const get image URL. So path size by default is original, right? And if the path doesn't exist, then I need to use return the placeholder. Otherwise I need to return the, give me a second, I'm going to show you guys. This is a URL, right? Otherwise I need to get the path. Just use template, paste on there, right? So this is the path and size. Why I'm getting error. Okay, I need to cut it, remove the curly bracket, paste on there, right? Perfect. So this is our complete API section. So yeah, so I will use these functions inside our application to get a different type of category movies, like trending movies, movies by searching from the search bar, and display the poster or slider inside our website. And yeah, so I need to move on the context folder and create a movies context.jsx. So inside this one page, I need to create a context, and I will get all of the functions from there and use inside this one section. So let's do them. I'm going to use const movies context equal to create context, right? Then I need to make a hook const to use movies. Okay, use context and passing the movies context like this, right? Let's create a function export const movies provider. I need to use children, right? Very simple. And inside there I'm going to create a many states. So okay guys, so I made more than 7 states. On each state have a different things, like getting the trending movies, popular movies, top rated, generous, loading error, and so on and so forth. Once you create the state, right, then the next thing I will create a use effect hook. I will call use effect hook when the page will be low. So I will do something inside them. Const, I'll create a function fetch movie data async try, and it is catch. And also I will use finally. I just call set loading in the finally is false. Outside of this one function, you need to call fetch movies function, right? So inside the try block, yeah, I'm going to use set loading is true, and I need to get the values like training, right, and popular, top rated, generalist, and just update promise dot all parentheses, and inside the array I'm gonna get the function from my API. Like first one is fetch trending movies, as you can see on the top, which is coming from the services./API, and this is our first one function. And same thing I'm gonna do, fetch popular movies, fetch top rated movies, use comma on there, comma, and fetch generous, right? So I am getting that one. Okay, perfect. So after the curly bracket, after this one section, I'm going to call the states like these states and passing these values. So set training movies, so I'm going to pass on there is training. Set popular movies, and I'm going to use set give me a second, I just pass on there is like this. Set top rated movies, and I'm going to pass on there is top rated, right? So yeah, set generous, and I'm going to use generalist. Okay, why I'm getting the problem there is give me a second. And this is calibrated, this is a cage block. Okay, I need to use something inside the cage block. Okay, so in the cage block I need to use console.log and use error fetching movie data, is comma, and calling that one, right? So when the page will be loaded, and this function is coming from the API from this one file, and the values are passing inside these states like these states, right? So let me create another function. Okay, and yeah, so this function is help us to get the movies detail, and I'm passing the movies ID, and I just use set selected movies. This is a state passing this one parameter, right? And also I'm going to use document.body .style.overflow style.overflow is header, right? And let me create another function, close movie details. Set selected movies ID null. I'm going to use const and no document. I will use document body style overflow equal to by default, right? So these are functions which use to display the basically model. When you will call this one to display the model, I will use them inside the application, so I will show you how you can use that. And these are my optional styling code which are used to display the overflow, hide, and display when the model is open. The last and final thing is you need to use return and use movies context, right? Between there I need to use children, right? And there I need to assign the values. I need to target my each function which I made inside this one file, right? So the first one is trending movies, popular movies, top rated movies, generous, loading, error, right? And selected movies, open movie details, close movies detail. That's it. So this is our context file. This is my API. This file data is stored inside there, so I will use the context API inside my application. But before using it, you need to configure that. So in order to configure that, I need to move on the app.jsx file and use movies provider paste the code inside this one section. Then you can access these things anywhere inside the application. So let me show you how you can use that. But before using it, give me a second. I'm gonna open the Navbar and I just check it's working or not. And in the Navbar, give me a second. So I use const and it is open movies. Give me a second. I just get open movies detail on there. I just use movies. Let me call it in the console. I'm getting or not. So let me open the console. Okay, I'm getting the ID is required. Okay, guys. So yeah, but I'm gonna check it by getting the trending movies. Right there. Okay, let me refresh. Please wait. Guys, I think I'm facing problem to reload this on page a lot of time, as you can see. So I'm gonna stop that. Let me stop it, refresh the page. It's loading a lot of time, guys. Okay, this is the loading. Okay, I need to fix it. Give me a second, I need to check it. Movies context and one is false. Okay, I will fix it when I will use the logic to get the data, right? So yeah, we're gonna work on the Navbar to display the Navbar and also responsiveness step by step. So guys, I need to move on our code editor and we're gonna open the navbar.jsx file. Inside there, I need to create states. Is scroll, set is scroll. Use state. By default I will use send the files. The next I'm going to use is mobile menu open. Set is mobile menu open. By default is false. Okay, very simple states that we'll use to display the different things inside our web page, right? So I need to create a use effect hook because it is very simple, which used to animate and the links make a sticky navbar, right? So yeah, we're gonna use const handle scroll and I'm gonna use set is scrolled window dot scroll y greater than 10. Outside of this one function I need to call window.add event listener, which event scroll event, and when the event will be called, this function will be executed. And also I need to clean the function by using the return keyword window.remove add event listener, which event scroll, and this one function, right? So I will add another functionalities on later. This time I just add the conditional rendering to display the perfect thing inside our website. First of all, you need to select the header, and there I need to use is scrolled means true. Then I need to assign a different type of color combination. Okay, is fixed. So I'm gonna use PG initial 995. Backdrop is Bula Handy. Shadow Alchi. Otherwise, I need to use BG transparent. First of all, I'm gonna save the file, and it doesn't work. Okay, I'm getting that. Let me check it with what. Flex Z index transitional duration 300 is scroll PG 995 backdrop shadow. That's perfect. So, but why I'm getting, okay, this will apply when I will call the slider, right? It is perfect. So let me check another things inside there. So conditional rendering. Okay, I will manage it online at this time. I'll just leave it. Okay, this is search based, so conditional rendering. Okay, here's my important thing. So in there, I need to use on click. Set is mobile menu, not as mobile menu is open, right? And I will call that when is mobile menu is true, then display that. Otherwise, I need to display this one content, right? So let me use that, and perfect. So I'm going to remove it, and yeah, it's perfect. So this is also logic based, so I just cut it, and I'm going to use this mobile menus open, then display that. And otherwise, give me a second. Okay, there are a lot of things inside there, so I need to get this one code, because this code is outside of, give me a second, outside of this one. Okay, and something is wrong, guys, so let me cut it. Okay, it's perfect, but it's mobile menu, and okay, these are used when the searching is open or not. So yeah, we're gonna create a state also. So let me fix these issues, then I will work on another things. Okay, so let me create advanced search query, set search query, and use instead advanced search result, set search result, use instead. Okay, and by the way, I'm gonna use on the SFI advanced search is searching by default is false. and this will be show search result, set show search show search results, use stat by default is false. And last and final thing, I also mentioned search container ref, use ref hook and by default is I just use them as a conditional based branding to display the content, right? And I will use another important things on later when a user will search the movies from the input field. So I will display the different type of things on the search bar. Okay, so let me fix the issues. The first issue is I need to select this one and assign the ref search ref, search container ref, right? And I will use another logic on later, right? So this is a conditional rendering, so I need to cut it and use is searching true and display that. Otherwise I need to display this from content like this, right? So you will see different type of things inside this one page one by one, right? And this is a search bar drop down menu. So also this is a conditional based, so I just cut it and I'm gonna add show search results and search results and search result dot length greater than 0 and display that, right? Let me release that URL. Okay, perfect. So let me use this one as a conditional rendering also. So I'm gonna add show results is true and search query dot trim dot length greater than 2 and I'm gonna use and search result not a 2 and search result dot length equal to 0 and is not a searching is false, then display that. There are a lot of conditional based to display the result, right? So let me move on. The mobile menu is perfect, and after the mobile menu, let me check it. It's mobile navigation. Yeah, perfect. And the mobile navigation, this is also conditional rendering size. So what I'm going to do on there is I think something is wrong on there. Okay, I will fix it, but just use cut sign. And what I'm going to do on there, I'm going to use first of all I use ref on there is search container. I will use this one on later. This time I just use the simple things, right? So I'm going to paste the code on there and let me check it. It is a little bit of tricky, guys. So also I'm going to cut it, remove this one, and I'm going to use is searching is true, then not otherwise display this one, just demonstration purpose. So guys, I will fix it. Give me a second, I will fix it. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. This is the starting point and we need to close this one on there, but I'm facing issue by adding this one. Okay, and this div is represent that values. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna use is searching is true, then display this one content. Otherwise I'm gonna use dummy value on there like this. So let me check mobile navigation. Searching absolute. Otherwise, okay, I will get the image. Okay, and I'm gonna paste the image code on there. Right, so this is also conditional paste. So I'm gonna cut it, just calibrate it. So I'm gonna just show search result, and search result is true, and search result dot length greater than 0, and display that content. Right, and this is the last thing, guys. So just a minute, I just get it, and I'm gonna use show search result and search query dot trim dot length greater than 2, and not search result is true, or search result dot length equal to 0, and not is searching, and display this one content. Right, so let me save the file, and as you can see everything is gone from there. But when my any condition will be true, then you will get different things inside there. Right, so I have fixed few things. The first one is this is a sticky navbar. When the page is moving down, the sticky navbar is up here in the top, but I think I need to check it now. Window.scroll. Why? Because when I will move down, window.scroll, scroll y, yeah, it's perfect, greater than 10, and scroll handle scroll, yeah, perfect. Transitional duration BG natural 900 true. By default okay, by default is false, guys. So I need to give me a second. Okay, guys, I think this is a transparent. When the page will be loaded, the image will be loaded, then display my complete content. So guys, let's work on the showcase. section to display the movies. Okay, hero section. So first of all, I need to destruct the trending movies. What is the name? Give me a second. Trending movies. Yeah. So I need to get it, trending movies, and also loading indicator from use movies hook. And next I need to create a current slide, set current slide, use state by default is 0. The const is transitioning, set is shunning. Okay, use state by default is false. First of all, I use effect hook, and I'm gonna use if is loading or feature. Create a variable featured movies from trending movies, that is slice, and 0 to 5. I need to get the feature movies from the trending movies, and this one is state, this one file, this one function, guys, which is coming from your context API from there, right? Just display only 0 to 5 movies inside this one variable. Then I need to use feature movies dot length equal to 0, just return. Otherwise I need to create a variable const interval, set interval, and inside there I'm going to use set is transitioning is true, right? The set timeout function, and inside there I'm going to use set current slide, yes, and I'm going to call previous increment one value modules by feature movies dot length. And also I need to use set is transitioning is false. Inside there you need to use 500, outside of there you need to use 8000. Okay, perfect. Let's move on. Write the clear function which is to clear the interval. When this effect will execute, the loading will be changed, feature movies that length will be changed, right? Perfect. The next thing is I need to use, you give me a second, I have a simple HTML code and use if the loading is true or featured movies and that length equal to 0, then I need to use a return this one called loading movies, right? So let's move on. Okay, const current movie feature movies, and instead I'm gonna pass current slide. And also format rating, I need to use rating. I need to calculate the rating by using met.round, and rating times by 10 divide by 10, and I'm going to use 2 fixed 1. Okay, give me a second. This is there. Okay, I'm going to use on this one outside of this one, right? So yeah, we're gonna use one by one detail on my this one page, on my slider, right? So let me find out. This one is, this will be use is transitioning is true, then I need to use opacity 0, otherwise opacity is 100, right? And okay, this is a tail. Also I'm gonna assign the style background image is URL, and get image URL. It is a function which is coming from my context API, not context API, from API, as you can see, right? And after that I need to use parentheses current movie dot backdrop underscore path. So I'm gonna set the file and let me check it's working or not. So loading indicator is assigned on there, but I can't get the movie slider. Okay, yeah, so let me check interval. Let me check this one, const interval, assign set interval function, set transition is timeout, set current slide, featured movies dot length, set transitioning is false, 1000, it's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect guys, but I don't know why my sliders doesn't appear. Let me check it in the console. Get image URL. I'm getting or not, so let me open the console. No, I think something is wrong, because I'm facing problem to displaying the loading indicator inside there, as you can see. But I will fix it, and yeah, so I will add all of the information one by one inside there. Okay, this is a path, gradient, content. In the content, also I'm going to use his transitioning opacity is 0, otherwise opacity is 100. Alright, so this is the featured, and this is the conditional rendering. Okay, so what I'm going to do on there is just get it, select that, and use current movie dot vote underscore average greater than 0, display that, conditional rendering close, and here's I need to add format padding. This is a function, inside that I'm going to use current movie dot vote underscore average, right? Create, this is a dot, and I need to add the movies that, so current movie that release underscore tiny operator dot substring 0 to 4, otherwise display not a number, right? And this is the adult paste, so just get it, calibrate it, current movie dot adult, display that, current movie Okay, give me a second. Fragment and slide there. Yeah, let's move on and add one thing on there. Current movie.title, and this will be current movie.overview, right? So let me save the file and watch now. This is the pagination, and yeah. So first of all, I will use future movies, which is function that I built on earlier. On the top, I have a function. First of parameter, I'm going to use empty. The second, I need to get the index, right? So inside there, I'm going to cut this one, paste on there, use return keyword to return the data, right? So after the transition, I'm use current slide equal to index. Then I need to use width at bg purple 500, otherwise I need to display width for bg natural 600 by 50, right? And also I need to add many things. First of all, I need to assign the keys index. The next thing, I need to use on click, right? On click, yeah. I'm going to use set is transitioning is to set timeout, and inside the set timeout I need to use set current slide is index, right? And also I need to use set is transitioning is false. The time period is 500. So this is my heroes section, guys, but I can't get the movies and details inside this one page because I think something is wrong inside this one page, right? So I can't get the movies detail inside this one page from this one page. So yeah, I'm gonna fix it, guys. I have found the problem. The problem is in the URL, right? So I need to use HTTPS API, right? So once you save the file and you are getting the slider, as you can see. Why this is happening one more time, give me a second, I just check it. HTTPS API the movies, let me check the path. It's perfect. So let me refresh one more time. As you can see, guys, just refresh a page. I'm gonna close this one tab, and this is a slider. This will change automatically, as you can see, right? So let's try to click on it to change the slider. And also I'm getting the movies, guys, as you can see, feature, time period, movies name, and yeah. So the next thing is I need to fix this one issue. When the page is down, I need to make a sticky navbar, right? So in order to fix it, so I'm going to close all of the tab because I need to open the navbar, and in the navbar I need to check that function is use effect. Okay, the problem is inside this one, empty and dependency, no. So let me check it. Give me a second. So the transition is scrolled, then PG natural, BG transparent. MD. Scrolled with full Z index. Yeah, it's perfect, but why I'm getting the problem on this? So let me change it, BG transparent, and I'm going to save the file. No. Okay, no. Where is the problem, guys? Okay. Run. I need to use fixed. So I think it should be, yeah, guys, as you can see. So when you hover the mouse, click on it to display the complete section. Okay, so the next and important thing is this section. Okay, this is perfect for slider. When the movies will be changed, this will be automatically change the content inside the slider. So I'm gonna move on our code editor, open the app.jsx file. So step number 1, not this one, I need to open the movie content because inside they have a slider. So the first step, you need to get the movies, cons, destruct the movies, guys, trending movies from use movies hook, right? And you need to pass as a prop. First of all, I'm gonna pass the prop as title in the slider, trending this week, right? The next, I'm gonna use subtitle equal to stay update with what everyone's watching. The next, I'm gonna use movies and I'm gonna assign that trending movies. The next one, prop is ID. You should be assigned the ID is trending. Open this one file, destruct the props, and the first one is title, second one is movies, third one is subtitle. By default is nothing, right? So give me a second, let me check it's working or not. So movies, okay, here's the title, just use the title on there, it should be display the title. If okay, great, I'm getting the title. Okay, the next one is subtitle, so just use subtitle, which is coming from the props, but I'm going to use it as a conditional based. Subtitle is true, then display that subtitle. Okay, right? So yeah, if someone have a subtitle, someone have a only title, then display the particular thing inside there. Correct. Let's move on, and here is cool things. Okay, correct. So I'm going to use map method and conditional rendering on there. So let me check. This is very important, guys, because I need to display the slider, carousel slider on there. So give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna cut this one code and target my movies as a prop which have a movies. Okay, so map method, target the movie, return template, calling the return, passing all of the content on there. Move to top and get the movies detail in there step by step. Okay, so first of all I will assign the ID movie.id, and the next one is image source code or source path. So I'm going to add the path is get image URL, which is coming from movie.poster_path, use comma, and I'm going to use width should be 500 because I need to display the small thing. As you can see guys, I'm getting the detail on there, as you can see. Correct, but when I hover the mouse I can't see the other things, but I will fix it. Okay, so in the LT I'm gonna use movie.title. Okay, this is a hover effect, and when the hover effect is used, okay, this is overlay, but why overlays doesn't work? Okay, let me add the dynamic details, then I will fix it. Okay, so this is a movie's average rating. I will use it on later. This is the movie's title, so I'm gonna use movies.title, should be display the title, and movies voting average. So I need to create a function that will handle the movies rating, but instead I'm gonna add movie.release underscore tinyapple.substring string 024, otherwise not number. Okay, so I'm getting the movies, as you can see guys, right? But I can't see when I hover the mouse on the particular movies to overlay effect. Yeah, so I will fix it, but before fixing it I will create a function that will handle the carousel. Okay, so I'm going to create a function. First of all I'm going to create a const slider ref, use ref, and by default I will assign the values null. The next one is scrolling, set is scrolling, by default is user state is false, const, and I'm going to use Howard movie ID set Howard movies ID user start, by default is null, and I need to destruct the movies details, movie open movies detail from context API, but I will use it on later, just get it. Okay, when user will click on the movies, then I need to display particular movie. Okay, so I'm going to create a const scroll. This is a function. I'm going to pass in the direction. If scrolling is true, then return. Set is scrolling is true. Const, I need to use current destruct from slider ref. I will assign this one inside my carousel section, so I will show you how you can assign it. Right, so the next one is const create a scroll amount, direction equal to left and negative by current dot client width times by 0.75, otherwise current dot client width. Okay, I need to use same thing on there, client width times by 0.75. Okay, this is the negative left direction. Yeah, it's perfect. After that, I'm going to use current dot scroll by, and I'm going to use left scroll amount. Behavior is smooth, right? Then set timeout, and inside there and just set is the scrolling is false, and we're gonna assign the time period on there, right? So this is our first one function, and the next function which use, give me a second, the next function I need to create it is to handle the writing. Okay, so I'm going to use format writing return math dot round writing times by 10 divided by 10 to fixed and 1. Last and final function is I need to create that is const handle movie click. Okay, when the user will click on the movies to display the movies, right? So I'm going to use movie movies ID I'm going to use, and what I'm going to do on there, I'm going to use call movies title and passing the movies ID. If not movies exist or movies dot length nothing means have a 0 value, just return null. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna use them inside our project. So the first one is this scroll left, so I need to use on click, calling the function is scroll function, and I'm gonna passing the parameters left. Copy that, and this is the next function, just copy and passing the white on there. So it should be working, but I need to assign the values. So this is my top, and this is important. So I'm going to use ref slider ref. Okay. Also, I need to assign the style which are used to handle scroll behavior. Scroll bar width none, ms overflow style is none. Okay, let me save the file, and guys, we can add event on there. The first event, I'm gonna assign it on mouse enter. When mouse will be enter, so I'm gonna set hover ID is movie ID, right? Movie.id, guys, sorry, this is coming from The next, give me a save and just copy it. Not copy, I will use on mouse leave. On mouse leave. On mouse leave. Set hover null. Means user will hover the mouse on the movies to display the particular movie's details, otherwise display nothing. Okay. The last and final thing I'm going to use on click event when user click on the particular movies. So I need to use handle movies click function and passing the movie.id. Right, so let's move down and let me check other things. So here is the movies rating. Okay, so I made the function which is handle the rating, so I'd call it format rating. Inside there I'm going to use movie.vote_average, and here's the date, so just use movie.release_date tiny aperture dot substring 0 to 4, otherwise not a number. Let's move on, and same thing I'm gonna do on there. I just copy this one format, movies vote average. Okay, and yeah, it's perfect, guys. So yeah, I'm getting that. So the slider is working, as you can see, but I need to move on carousel based. So we're gonna fix it. In order to fix it, I need to check where is the problem. Okay, so let me check it. What happened inside there is scroll. This is my function set is scrolling to you. Slider ref, yeah, scroll amount direction is okay. The first problem is calculate like this, behavior like this. The next problem, scroll by and client width. Okay, client width. Okay, let me check it. Yeah, it's working perfectly, guys, as you can see. Okay, but the problem is when I hover the mouse, I need to get the movie's details. So we're gonna fix it. Okay, so guys, we're gonna fix the issue which is coming from when I hover the mouse on there. So I need to move on there, and we're gonna fix the issue on the hover overlay. Okay, so first one issue is end set, and when I hover the mouse, the opacity is 100, so it should be display. Yeah, I'm getting that, as you can see, guys, when I hover the mouse. And yeah, great. So what I'm going to do on the next is open the movie content. Just but before copy this one slider, I need to add popular movies. Give me a second, I will get that from there. Just paste it, and top rated, just use comma and paste it. The next is selected movie ID. It is very important to display the model. And what the next, open the model. Okay, not this, but close movies detail. Right, so just make a copy of this one slider, but before copying this, I just use the simple code which used to display the error when the error is exist. So I just get the error as well from my error file from this one. As you can see, error. So I need to fix it by using if have an error. So I need to use return like this. Right, so inside they have nothing worry about it, just a simple CSS code, and if the error is exist, then display this one page detail. Okay, so let's move on to the next slider. So I just copy it, paste the slider, just change this one, the popular movies, and also I'm going to change it, just change the text is most watched movies right now, and inside there you need to pass is popular movies. This is a popular. Okay, so let me save the file and let's see what happened. As you can see, guys, these are popular movies, right? And same thing you can do on there, right? Okay, right, let's move on. And then generic, after the generic I'm going to copy one more time and I'm going to paste after the generic section and just use this top rated movies, and this title will be top rated movies, and just change the text is highest rated movies of all time. Change the ID is top rated. Okay, and the last and final thing is I need to display the model as conditional based. So I need to use selected movies is accessed, then I'm going to use movies details component. I will pass as a prop on later. Right, so let me save the file. And why I'm not getting top rated movies, let me save the file. Popular movies, I need to display the top rated movies inside there, guys. Okay, I'm getting the top rated movies, as you can see. So inside this one section I need to display the generic movies, means tab best movies. So I need to open this one file and we're gonna work on it. Right, so let's do that. So first of all I need to destruct the values which is coming from, just close the file, open that, and we're gonna get generics and destruct them. Next one is loading, comma, and the third one is open movies details like this. From use movies. The next I need to create a state, selected genre, set selected genre, use a state. By default is nothing. Then next state I'm going to create a genre movies, set genre movies. I'm going to use a state empty array. The next one is loading movies, set loading genre movies, use a state, and by default is nothing. I usually use the fact hook when page will be loaded. I need to use like simple logic on there is if loading is not true and genres dot length greater than 0, then come into the body and target the selected movies selected channel, set selected channel, and I'm going to pass in the channel. This one is array best to 0. Right, when this effect will be used, when the loading will be changed or loading will be applied and generics will be changed. Very simple function. Then next function next logic I'm gonna use effect array, and when the selected channel movies change, then this logic will be used. So I'm going to create a function async, okay, and I'm going to add the condition if select channel is not exist, then just return, otherwise set loading channel movies will be true, const movies await wait, and I'm going to get in the movies fetch movies genre, which is coming from my API, okay, and I'm going to target it select genre.id. Okay, let's move on. Set channel movies, and I'm gonna passing it movies dot what slice 0.02 at set loading channel, and I'm gonna use this false. After this one, I need to target my function which I created, like this one, parentheses, set loading movies. Okay, that's it. False. Okay, great. And I'm going to use some logic if have a error loading and something to display the loader. So the next one is I copy format waiting from there to save the time, and I'm going to paste on there, and we're gonna use it one by one. Right, so this is the browse tab, and this is a generic tab. In the generic tab, I just cut it, and I'm going to select as generous dot slice 0 to 10 dot map, and I'm going to use chain and return the button tag. Inside there, I'm going to use chain. Just save the file, and I'm facing issues, so let me fix the issue. Where is the issue is? Okay, there are a lot of code, guys. Finish my page. Facing issue. Let me give me a second. Just cut it and let's check it what happening and move it. Refresh the page. Where is the problem? Sometimes the APIs doesn't work, so the problem is coming from there. Okay. Let me open our API which is injected from. Okay, here's section 9. Here's section 9. So let me open the hero section 9. I'm getting there are no any issue, but I think something is wrong from the API, and sometimes I'm getting the values, sometimes I'm not getting the values. So this is a problem. It is coming from the API, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna refresh multiple times, and let me undo this one code, and let me cut it and just check it, what happening, what changing I to movies content. So top rated movies, popular movies, generic section. Refresh it one more time. No, guys, I have used this one logic. So right now I'm gonna comment out. Let me refresh this one page, and I'm getting another problem. But when I wait a couple of seconds and I refresh my page, then I'm getting the result, as you can see, guys. So sometimes I'm getting the problem like this, but let me open this one, and I'm gonna use comment, and I'm gonna refresh it. As you can see, this is something is wrong from the loading. It is coming from the API, guys. So we're gonna work on the browse generic. So we need to move on. I have tried many other things, so I just use like this. So let me save the file. Let me check it where its problem is. Generic section 98 attributed cost. Okay. Let's use geners dot slice 0 to 10 map gen, and okay, I need to display the gen dot name. I'm gonna refresh the page. Right, this time I'm getting the problem from there. Right, so yeah, I'm getting the result. As you can see, guys, these are button. This button is coming from there, but we need to add many other things. Inside there is selected channel timing operator dot id is matched with our gen gen.id. Then I need to use, then I'll change the color combination is PG purple. A 600 text should be white, otherwise I need to use PG neutral 800 text neutral 300 over the PG neutral 700. So I'm gonna save the file, and as you can see, guys, but I need to add the event when user will click on that to display the particular movie. So in case I need to use event, on click set selected channel, and I'm going to use on there is gen. So I can click on it, but I need to display the particular section movies. Okay, So let me add it. So this is the conditional rendering. So this is the if, this is the else. Okay, and the else is too large. Okay. So I just use this simple thing on there. So I'm going to use loading when the movie is exist to display that. Otherwise display this one, right? So yeah, as you can see, great. So one by one I need to add the details. So here is the image path. So I need to use get image URL from movie. Okay, let me check. No, I need to use the event. So then it should be displayed. Okay, because this is a loop wise values. Okay, so in there I'm gonna use channel movies.map movie. I've written that value. Then I can use movie dot poster underscore path which should be 500. And in there I'm going to add movie.title, right? So let me move down, and there I'm going to add format writing movie.vote underscore average, and this is releasing tag. So movie dot release underscore tag tiny after dot substring 024 or not a number, right? So let's move on, and we're gonna display it as a movie dot title. Movie is not defined. View details pattern. Give me a second. Okay, I need to first just a minute. I undo that. Just save it and let's see what you are getting. Okay, the first problem is I did not get the image movie dot poster. Get image URL movie poster path. Movie dot underscore path. Why? Okay. There we go. So I'm gonna click on it. You can get different type of movies, as you can see, guys, right? Okay, but a few more things I need to fix it. So I think I need to use it inside this one there, because I need to display the movie's title and many other things. So let's try to cut it, and I'm gonna add it inside there. Not there, no. Let me check it. Where's the map method is. Okay, here's a map method. So inside this section I need to add. Let me cut it and I'm gonna paste on there. Okay, yeah, great. So let me add the details like movie title. So I'm gonna use movie.title, and same thing is that I used on the top. Just copy it and we're gonna paste it. And next one is this, just copy and paste on. So I'm gonna save the file and write this. Okay, and our site is almost ready, but we're gonna work on the model and also search feature, right? So also I need to work on this one as well. So yeah, we're gonna work on the model, and we're gonna display the model when user will click on the movies. So I need to open the movies content, and here is a model ID. Selected movies ID is true, then move on there, right? So I need to assign the as a prop as movie ID, and tag my selected movie ID, which is coming from my top, like there, selected movies ID, which is coming from the use movies context API, right? So the next parameter prop, I'm gonna assign it on kilos movies detail. So I need to open this one file, and inside this one file, the first step, you need to destruct the props. Okay, just remove it, and movies ID, and next one, the next is on kilos, right? Then I'm going to create a state movie set movie use state, and by default is null. Loading set is loading, by default is use state is true, and last one is error. Const error set is by default is null. So first thing, I'm gonna use effect when the page will be loaded. Use effect, and inside there I'm gonna call a sync function get movies details. Okay, and use try catch sync function parentheses try catch. Why I'm getting the problem. Sync function get movie. Okay, I don't need to use that. Right, try catch, and also finally. In the finally I use set loading is false. In the catch block I use error console.error failed to load movie details, please try again, right? Then inside the try block I need to use set loading. Set is loading. Set is loading. I'm gonna add the true, and I'm gonna add const movie and data await. Then I'm gonna call the fetch movie detail function, which is coming from my API file, and I'm gonna assign it as movie ID. target is set movie state, and I'm gonna assign the movie data. That's it. So this is a try block, and this is a function. Outside of this function, you need to use if movie IDs exist, then you need to call movie details, and movie ID will be changed, then this effect will be executed. Right, so yeah, we're gonna use if movie ID is not exist, just return null value. Right, let me create another function which I used format runtime minutes, and I'm going to use if minutes not getting the value, then display not a number. Otherwise, create a variable horse method flow minutes divided by 60 and remaining minutes assign the value is minutes divided by modules by 60 to return the value is hours h and yes remaining minutes. Okay, and the next function I'm going to use, just copy format rating function like this, and I'm going to paste on there. Right, and finally I need to calculate the revenue. Format revenue, and if the revenue doesn't exist, to return not a number. Otherwise I need to use return new until dot number format. The format is enus, and style is currency is USD, and notation is compact and maximum significant digits, not significant, but give me a second. I'm gonna use maximum fraction digits, yeah, is 1, and yeah, it's perfect. So after the parentheses, I'm going to use format and use the revenue. Right, so guys, after creating the logics, like creating a different type of function, I just use my previous code on there because I need to save the time. So I will explain you what his code is and why this code is important. I just copy my previous code and I'm going to paste on there. Save the file. On each section have a few things. First of all, have a button when user will click on that to close the event, and this is a conditional rendering. When the loading is exist, then display this one code, otherwise move on and use another conditional rendering. If the error is exist, then display this one code, otherwise move on down and display the movies. Inside there I need to use get image URL, which used to display the image, right? And same thing, I'm gonna use get image URL, and this is a title. The titles, these are coming from the movies. Give me a second, I'm going to show you guys the movies, which is stored on the top here. So I've used the set movie function to get the movies from fetch movies detail function. And yeah, so runtime, this is a runtime, guys. So let me check this one function, this substring, and yeah, format runtime. So yeah, that's perfect. So which used to display the model, and yeah, movies production.companies, movies. There are a lot of things, guys. Just get the data from movies API and display it. I already used a simple logic to design the complete model, right? So yeah, that's perfect. So let me open the page, and when I click on it, it doesn't work. Reason for doesn't displaying the model, we need to add the event when user will click on the movies or movies button. So let's work on that, and we're gonna display the model, right? So move on the movies slider, right? So in the movies slider, you need to add the event. Where is the movies slider? Okay, here is the movie slider. So this is used movie ID. It's applied, but why I can't get? Let me click on it. It doesn't work. Let me check it. Open movies details. Give me a second. Select a movie IDs exist. If I use it without using it, I can see the details. I can't see any detail or anything. Just leave this one, save the file, no, and do that. Just a minute guys, I'm gonna check it when I use console.log, and I'm gonna check the event is working or not. So I'm gonna open the page and click on it. Selected movies context 46. Okay, the problem is on there, so 46. Okay, and I need to use set selected movies ID like this. So I think it should be display the model. Yeah guys, I'm getting the model, right? So yeah, it's perfect, as you can see. So let me click on there, and okay, this is a generic section. Inside there we need to add this one logic. Okay, so let me move on the generic section, and in the generic, give me a second, we need to add the event when user will click on the movies to display the movie, right? Yeah, so let me movies details, and to where I will use method. Okay, have a pointer. Okay, inside there I'm gonna add on click to execute the function open movies details, and I'm gonna use movie.id. It should be display the movies detail. So let me click on it. Yeah, I'm getting that, guys. So the last and final thing is click on it to move to top and search bar feature. So I close all of tabs and just open the scroll to top component, and I'm gonna use const is visible, set is visible, use stat. By default I will use false, and use const toggle visibility, and I'm gonna add that is if window.page y offset greater than 300, come into the if body and set is visible is true, otherwise set is visible should be false. Right, next function, I'm going to create a const scroll to top, and then I'm going to use window.scroll to and move to top as well. Behavior is smooth like this. The last thing I need to add the event, use effect empty array. Inside there I'm gonna add window.add image listener, scroll and toggle visibility. Also we need to use return to clean up the function, window.add image listener window.remove, guys, remove scroll and toggle visibility like this. Right, so let me add the function on there is on click scroll to top, and also I need to add the conditional rendering on there is visibility or is visible is true when opacity is 100, and I need to use translate to y0, otherwise opacity is 0, and translate y10. Pointer event is none. So I'm going to save the file. Let's try to execute that. Click on it to move on top. I can't see anymore the button when you have on the top, as you can see. The last and final thing, when user will search on there to display the movies, right? So let me open the code editor and we're gonna work on the navbar. And the navbar, I need to use few things by handling the search feature, right? So yeah, so where I need to use, but before using it I need to add few things inside the input field. Let me check the input field is, and also I need to add a lot of things, guys. Okay, one by one I'm gonna add them. Okay, here's the input field. the first step, you need to use value is search query, which is coming from the state. The next one is you need to use on change event. E means element set search query e.target.value. And yeah, I also mentioned but before using it, I will create a function that will handle the search result, right? Then I will manage it one by one. So I use effect empty style, and when the search query is changed, then this effect code will be executed. So I'm going to create a state, create a variable. By the way, I will create a function, async function, guys, async, and use if search query dot trim at length greater than 2, then come into the if body and set is searching. I'm going to use try, right? Then I use try catch error console dot error error searching movies, and I'm going to use comma error. Last and final thing I'm going to use finally, and in the finally I'm going to use set is searching false, and also I need to target set show search should be true, right? So this is the if statement, and after the if statement you need to use else statement and use set search result nothing by default value, and also you need to use set show search result is false. So in the try block, guys, you need to add the logics. So these are states. These states I already created in starting time to create a navbar, right? So yeah, so in the try block I'm gonna add const result of it, and I call the search query function, which is coming from the API. Give me a second, I just check it. Yeah, this function is search query. Let me check it. Search movie. Okay, so I need to use search movie. So yeah, so we're gonna call the search movie and passing on the search query variable, right? The set search result, target the result, otherwise I need to use the result dot slice 0 to 5, otherwise empty array. So the next one is outside of the function, I'm going to create a debounce timer, set timeout out, and inside there I'm going to call the function like this, and in there I'm going to use 5 seconds. And last and final thing, I need to clean up the function by using return keyword, clear timeout and debounce. That's it, right? So let's create another function which used to focus the input field. So let me create a function const handle search focus, and I'm going to use if search query dot trim dot length greater than 2 and search results dot length greater than 0. Then come into the if body and set show search results should be true. Last and final thing is handle click outside. When user click on the outside of the input field, I need to handle that, right? So yeah, I need to use search container ref dot current and if search container ref dot current that contains what is our target. So I use if statement guys on there. If so I need to use set shows search result is false, right? So these are functions that will help us to handle the search, right? So let me add the value one by one inside our page, but before using it, let me check everything step by step, right? So perfect. So this is the input field. So in the input field, I need to add the event is on focus handle search focus, and this is searching grid, and then I need to remove this one. Okay, this is a conditional rendering grid, and this is a UL. After the UL, I need to add the map method search result dot map movie. I need to use return the values, and let me add the value one by one inside the page. And the first one is poster, so I need to use movie dot poster underscore path. By the way, I need to use conditional rendering on there. If the movies dot path dot poster dot path underscore path is exist to display this one code, otherwise display this one code, right? So why I can't? Okay, so inside there I'm gonna add the function, guys. The function is get image URL, and I'm gonna use same logic that used on there. Okay, and I need to assign the width should be 92. Okay, and the next one is I need to display the movie's title, so just use a movie.title on there and releasing that. So movie.release tiny operator dot split hyphen 0, otherwise not a number. Let's move down, and no movie is found. That's perfect. It's mobile details. It's mobile. Okay, it's mobile. Okay, top rated. Okay, also I need to add the ref is search container ref on there, and also I need to add the values placeholder, and this is a small string size, by the way, guys. So value is search query on change event, set search query. I'm gonna add it e.target.value On focus I just use handle search focus, right? So yeah, that's perfect. And what is next? Mobile search is searching. Give me a second. Mobile searching, okay. So same thing, I'm gonna add it. The logic is similar that I've used on the top, so I need to move on the top. Where is the ally tag, guys? Like that is ally tag. Also I need to add the event when user will click on that to display the model and the large screen size. So give me a second. This is button, select, and on click, handle movie, handle movie. Why this function doesn't exist on there? So let me check it. Handle. Okay guys, this function is very important for me to display the slider. Okay, I need to create the function on there. Is const handle movie, select movie ID, and I'm gonna add it, open movie details. I think I need to destruct the values. There are no use state hook to get the values from my context API. So what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna const open, give me a second, open use details. So I need to paste on there, use movies hook, copy that, and I need to target that is this movies ID, set show search result is false, and last, and set search query is nothing. So I need to target that function when user will click on the search bar. Okay, here, and there I'm gonna use movie .id. So let me try it. I'm gonna use transport. Okay, something is wrong, so let me check it where the problem is. I'm getting issues. Okay, don't worry, I will fix it. And let me select movie.id, on click, on focus have an issue. When I focus the movie, okay, on focus, handle search focus. let me add the values on there is okay. Search results.map movie, right hand that card, and I'm gonna add it what get image URL movie dot poster underscore path, size should be 92, and what is next? Okay, here's the next thing is movies, the title, and this will be movies releasing date. So I'm gonna copy this one and paste on there, and let me check it. Now I'm facing issue, guys, for getting the details from API. So yeah, let me check. This is mobile search 92 or something is wrong if have an issue inside the code. So let me check it. Search pixel length, image 92 post movie post get image URL. Pause in debugger. Okay, let me open the console. Let me refresh the page. Okay, transporter. Let me neighbor can't. Okay, the problem is Navbar 200 add and 46. Okay, Navbar 200 add like there. Movie.release.date. To display it. Movies set up discovered poster. It's perfect, but why I'm getting that problem? I don't know. Refresh page. Let me write the movies transporter. Can't pay that undefined waiting date. Okay, the problem is underscore. So let me refresh it and let's try it one more time. Transporter. Yeah, guys, I'm getting the values. Let me click on the transporter 3, and there we go, guys. So this is the transport 3, and let me add the which movie I would like to check. I'll use transport. Okay, I'm getting the values, so I would like to open this one. Yeah, guys, so let me check the responsiveness if it is perfect or not. So let me use small screen size, click on it. It's so ugly, guys. So but I'm gonna close it. It's perfect. And let me move down. Everything is perfect without the menus. Okay, so let me fix the menus in the small screen size. Right, so in the small screen size, mobile menus at I think something is wrong in the classes. So let me check. Mobile navigation, space YMD heading, text white block. Okay, I need to add the block on there, so it should be displayed perfect. So let me save that and let's, okay, it's perfect. Click on it. Yeah, so you can also manage it by adding the different things. So yeah, close it, open it, close it, open it. Yeah, so I do not use the logic to move down or up when user will click on the movies. So guys, this video is I think too long, but you have learned a lot of things to get the data from API and display it inside your application. A lot of things you can do there from the API. So I hope you understood as well all about it. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.